Hello everybody, my name is Christian. Welcome back to Skycast. Over the past few days, we have had a severe weather outbreak, including wind gusts of up to 90 miles an hour, a couple tornadoes here and there, some very large-scale type hail. And after this, it'll be calm for just a little bit before it sparks right back up. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, the National Weather Service has issued a marginal risk of severe weather through portions of Montana into Idaho and northern Nevada. This is not expected to be anything too wild. Of course, no tornado threat there. We could see a possibility for some wind gusts as these storms move through the area, as well as some hail. Could see a possibility of hail in 1 inch in diameter. Isolated, marginally severe hail and wind will remain possible this afternoon and evening from Idaho into western Montana. The hypnosis is pretty small for this, so feel free to go ahead and read that. And through today and tomorrow, we will have kind of a little bit of a calming period. There isn't going to be too wild severe weather. Of course, we will still see storms. There's a little bit of severity from the storms today. Tomorrow, we do have a general thunderstorm risk stretching from Arizona, California, Utah, Nevada, and then up here towards Idaho, Montana, into portions of Wyoming. But once again, this is not expected to be severe at all. Tornado, wind, and hail all non-existent. Severe weather is not expected across the continental U.S. And then you can read the hypnosis right here for this one. Like just said, today could possibly see some of those wind gusts, maybe a few hail up areas. And then today, tomorrow is when it'll kind of calm off just a bit more with just general thunderstorms here and there. Day 3 is when things kind of do change up a little bit. We have a severe weather threat, marginal risk of severe weather stretching through Nebraska, down into Kansas and Oklahoma. General thunderstorm risk stretching everywhere from Montana down into Texas. Probabilistic of this being severe is 5, and the way the National Weather Service is saying this, we could see this as a mainly driven hail and wind threat. Tornado or two could be possible, but the thunderstorms associated with marginally severe hail and wind will be possible across from the central southern plains Saturday afternoon into the evening. You can pause to read the hypnosis. Now, on day 5 is when things do kind of get a little interesting. Day 5, which is Tuesday, I do believe, there is a 15% probability of severe weather stretching through portions of Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Louisiana. As we all know, when they're in the day 4 through 8 severe outlook, they do have a possibility of becoming a more larger scale event than how they would be issued through day 1 through 3. So for day 4, you can pause to read this area right here. And here we have day 6. Once again, there's two areas, day 5 and day 6. And this one is a little bit odd because you can see here's day 5. And then really the only thing day 6 does is it shifts southward a little bit. So once again, includes the same areas, just a little more portions of Texas and into Louisiana. You can see that day 5, it's right here, kind of shifts down to include more of those southern portions. And you can pause to read the day 6 right here, this area right here. Now here we are on the models, and backed with the severe threat up here in portions of like Idaho and Montana, there is a snow event with that, which the severity and the snow are kind of mixing together with this one, and this snow event will continue from California up to the Cascade Mountains, into Nevada, portions of into like Arizona even could see some snow. But over the next couple days into the 5th and to the 6th, this snow event will just continue moving to the east. It will include portions more into central Montana, into Wyoming, Colorado, all those areas. And then right here on the 7th is where we see that severe probability pop up. Once again, this is stretching from anywhere from Nebraska down into portions of Oklahoma. Could see, once again, that marginally severe hail and wind. Could maybe even see a tornado or two pop up. But as that moves out to the east, we could possibly see that second area of storms pop up down here towards the south. Towards the 8th and into the 9th. Once again, it'll kind of diminish through the Ohio Valley. Could see some rainstorm, and a little squall line of storms should diminish to the 8th and to the 9th. Could see right here towards the 8th and to the 9th that storm area development into like Arkansas, Louisiana, Oklahoma even, and into Texas. Before that moves off to the east, and another area forms right behind that, moving back into that severe area potential: Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana. Eventually, once again, towards the 10th, a secondary development area, and that will move off to the east, the northeast, could bring some severe storms down into portions of like the Florida, into the lower Mississippi Valley, and we could see something pop up here, even into the Ohio Valley, although pretty much that is a little far out to tell. We do know that it'll storm up there, but the amount of severity that we could see up there is still unknown. Low pressure front backing up with these storms, which is kind of can't see some severe potential with that. But as we move to Florida, that'll eventually move off to the 13th and then to the 14th, and the 13th and 14th, those storms will have cleared out. And we will have, once again, a kind of another calm area before some more storms start sparking up. And over towards day 3 into day 5 and day 6, you can see that wind potential right here. Once again, you can see those wind models hiking all the way up into portions of the blue area. That'll be possible to bring that marginal wind threat out there. Could see that upgraded even more. Down here towards the south, though, towards day 5, you can see that wind potential pick up, and then back up into that day 6 and that 7 right here. And that'll continue to move upward to the east coast, where we're seeing that low pressure front form. Could see some sort of severe potential up here towards the Ohio Valley, and eventually that'll just move off to the east, and that'll be done and over with. For the day 3 threat, we do have wind shear here as well. You can see that that red and that purple here popping up towards the center modules here. So once again, could be a possibility of there to be a tornado spin up or two. Well, this can really back up that wind threat. As we move off into the day 5, day 6 area, the wind shear down here towards the south doesn't look to be too wild until portions of like the 11th, when that kind of shoots up to the Ohio Valley. And then eventually towards the 12th, 13th, that'll back up as those storms continue to move out. So for the next little bit, I don't think we will see anything too wild, depending on severe potential. Could see a little bit of a tornado threat, a wind threat, a hail threat, but nothing too crazy for the next little bit. Now, do keep in mind, it has been a while. It could be possible for the models to change, so that severe potential could grow, it could decrease. We will just have to continue to monitor to see. Now, as I was about to get to say, it's been a while since we've looked at the actual temperature anomaly, so let's go ahead and show the height off real quick. We do have a cold front area over here towards the east, into the Ohio Valley East Coast. That can bring a possibility for a major blizzard condition area towards like Wisconsin, Illinois, into portions of Michigan. But right now, they could see some backed up snow down here, even into portions of Kentucky. Eventually, that'll move off to the East Coast. A kind of a warm sector area will inhibit towards portions of the Ohio Valley. And that'll stay there for a little bit. A cold front right here will breach the western portion of the U.S. and will immediately diminish towards the 7th and the 8th. This cold front backed up right here will begin colliding with the warm front that's here, and that will help bring that possibility for that severe weather. Once again, that you can see this is now that low front, and it kind of just over into the Ohio Valley and eventually moves all the way up out into the upper east coast. That will back out into a warm front, and the United States could see a possibility of that warmer average than temperatures up in this region. I do want to get into Canada a little bit, though. Canada has been seeing for the past little bit a good amount of warmer than average temperatures. You can see that's all the way up into the 30s, into the 40s on the scale. And for the next little bit, into the 8th to the 9th, even into the 9th, the 10th, before that kind of diminishes off, that will be like that for the next little bit. So besides that, that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure you drop a comment. Any questions, comments, or concerns you have, I would be happy to answer that. We have a whole new description updated as well for the Skycast revamp, so make sure to check that out. As well as that, donations are available. If you would like to be shout out in a video, you can donate. Send your message, and you will be shout out in the video. So thank you guys so much for watching once again. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.